Hello, I'm Dr. Chris Bourke, Associate Professor of Practice in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, and I'm here to pitch my sponsored senior design project for the upcoming academic year 2021 through 2022. Just a little bit of background first. I have about 10 years in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, and I have successfully sponsored 3 previous projects. All of them have been VR based. This one will be a little bit different. We'll still be using Unity and it'll involve a game development, but not necessarily a virtual reality. Over the past 5 years, I've offered an interdisciplinary VR course with Steve Colby over in the Carson School. During the last year, we had a team of Carson students put together a proposal for a game as part of their senior capstone course. They approached me to ask if they could team up with a senior design team in order to provide some of the technical details and technical know-how and skill. Their project is tentatively called Project 046. My sponsorship in this project is going to further our collaboration with the Carson School. The project itself is to develop a narrative-based psychological horror 3D video game using Unity and a bunch of other tools. The Carson Senior Capstone team consists of Kayla Lepore, ALLISON LUND, Angela Walsh, and Megan WHISENHUNT. They're here to tell you a little bit more about their vision for the project and the creative work that has already started.
Our team at the Carson Center for Emerging Media Arts would love to welcome a group from the Computer Science and Engineering program to help us create a psychological horror video game for the PC. The process of making our game will help invite a new collaborative and exciting process for both of our colleges. The EMA team is eager to design the game visually and auditorily, but we would love to welcome in a computer science team to help develop the game. The project we're working on is called Project 046.
The game focuses on unethical practices on humans who have 46 chromosomes. The player will follow a first-person character through a facility in which they work. Through time jumps and cutscenes, the player learns about the facility and its history. They are given tasks to complete in order to continue on in the game. As the character progresses, the narratives and tasks become more ethically questionable. It ultimately leads to the player's final choice. Will they or will they not experiment on other humans?
Now that you know the general idea of the game, we would like to share some concept art with you. For the first room, we have the lobby, which is where we will teach you, the player, about the controls and mechanics of the game, just a lot like any other game you've played. First level is an office space where you are on board as a new employee. After exploring and completing objectives, you're promoted to the next level, which is a mixture of an office and a microbiological laboratory. Again, after completing some tasks, you'll be promoted to the final level.
The third level initially appears to be some sort of laboratory, but as you continue and explore, it becomes more hospital-like, experimental, and sci-fi. The final space is a huge observatory room where you'll make the final decision on whether or not to experiment on humans. Your choice in the past affects what happens to you in the present. Now that we've shared our project, here's a little bit about our team.
Hi, I'm Kayla Lepore, and I'll be a senior this next year in emerging media, and I will be the producer for our team. Largely what I'll work on this next semester is environmental design in Unity, and that includes 3D modeling assets, taking those assets, sound, lighting, other environmental aspects, and putting them all in one cohesive piece. What's really going to sell that, though, is all the interactive elements that we'll be implementing.
Hi, I'm Angela Walsh, a senior EMA kid and story lead for this project. I organized all of our ideas into a cohesive script and also created smaller optional interactables that can enhance the story if the player chooses to look for them. I also help with modeling, both with the building and also sort of any miscellaneous odds and ends we need specifically for this project. While my main focus is in story and modeling, I'll also be around in Unity to help with assets, file organizations, and getting things in between the scenes.
Hi, I'm Megan WHISENHUNT. I'm a senior emerging media arts student and the lead 3D animator for our project. I'll also be kind of contributing to the 3D modeling portion, mostly props and some set design. As the 3D animator, I'll be focusing mainly on how the player moves through the space and interacts visually with their surroundings and other characters. I also have kind of a say in which characters and rigs we will get to use. My role will kind of become more prominent in the mid to later stages of the project, Overall, though, I'm super stoked to see where our project goes and can't wait to work with students outside of our typical student body.
Hi, I'm Allison Lund. I am a senior in emerging media arts and the 3D modeling lead and director of the project. So far, I've helped with designing and finalizing some of the layouts of the spaces, as well as some of the concept art. I've helped along with that. Over the course of the project, I'm going to be doing environmental design, as well as creating and texturing the various 3D assets that the game needs. It's been a lot of fun to work on so far, and I am excited to see where it goes next.
So if you join this project, you'll work closely with the Carson team to develop their creative vision. You'll work primarily with me as the primary sponsor, but of course Steve Colby will be involved. He's my counterpart over in the Carson Center sponsoring their team. Tentatively, you'll use Unity and C#, of course, and ultimately you're going to build something cool. But at the same time, you're going to provide a test bed and ultimately create an exemplar for future interdisciplinary capstone experiences between computer science and engineering and other departments here on campus. I hope that you choose to join this project and make it a huge success.